Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll go play action with Nix. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Now it's Nix.
And that'll be incomplete.
The Cardinals hit a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Nix from the shotgun. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now Milton. Throw caught by Achane.
Move here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And London, the motion man right. Throwing is Milton. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Let's go now. Can't be lying. Buffalo 18.
Here's Milton now to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
We're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On fourth down, Milton. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready.
Milton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go. Start.
Here's Milton. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Cards are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Right side to Williams. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's 2nd and 7. Nix to the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Nix. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Nix looking to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Six the Eagles, six the Eagles.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Well, look at this Arizona defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. And he is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Got it. Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go.
To throw is Milton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start the drive with a give to Blue. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend to the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing Nix. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hey, check that.
On first down, back to Achane. And space tough to come by there. So get maybe a yard to the 37.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, it's Milton. Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. 2nd and 13. Well, this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1st down, and they go right back to Blue. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
At the 22-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Nix to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 and a 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Nix wants a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Escaping the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Over the middle, caught by London. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Milton. And they'll find the upper man. That's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Throwing is Milton. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A run straight ahead with Achane. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And London, the motion man right. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. Here's Milton now to throw. That's complete to McBride. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Tap the 60, tap the 60. 60 bounce pass, 60 bounce.
Milton. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dante Thornton, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Yeah, he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Milton. He'll dump this off to A-Chain.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cougar 19. Go.
2nd and 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Titans gain of 12.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready.
Now A-Chan on 1st and 10. And down to the 41.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 19, 18. Pass to 11, pass to 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Milton. Throw caught by A-Chan. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Trey McBride, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus
And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now it's Nix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. At London, the motion man right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And now the middle across the 25 to the 20.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, come 19, come 19.
To throw is Milton. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Dante Thornton with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Cardinals 17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw is Nix. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Throwing Nix. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tanner Muse with it. Oh, some strong running. And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Nix. but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Nix once more. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Just a net of 34 there, following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter, and the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. To throw, it's Milton. And it is incomplete here.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
79 Broncos. 70 Timberwolves.
Operating from the gun, Milton. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Milton. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown Titans. Jamar Chase, 38 yards. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air with Nix. And he comes back with one complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and goal.
Nix to the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
It's a
They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Here we cut up. Step 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
Now Milton. He's got his man London right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into...
Got a man. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jamar Chase with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Titans are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Cardinals 17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first down, it's Blue. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Well, this was a very close